Today, my goal is simple. I want to make my base fly. And if that don't work, I want to see if I can find a way to make it work. So, let's get to it. As stated, the goal is simple. I want to take this base and somehow make it airborne. To do this, I need to start off by doing a few tests. First up, the biggest problem I can immediately see is that the house will not let me attach stuff to it. But that's to be expected. To get around this issue, I decided to stick a bunch of carts together and cram them in some of the open rooms on the top floor of my base. And since hot air balloons can lift extremely heavy things, I think they will give us our best chance of success. Immediately upon cutting on 2 hot air balloons, we got nothing, but that's okay. All I'm looking for at the moment is to confirm if you can even lift a base after it's been built. But so far, no luck. However, that doesn't mean it isn't possible. So I equipped one more hot air balloon, just to see if maybe that will lift one side up the smallest bit. And yeah, 3 hot air balloons did nothing, but that's okay. I may have a way around this.
Outstanding!
Up next, I'm removing almost every part of my base. And when I was thinking about what to leave behind, I figured it would probably be best to leave only one stable, since I could easily stick some carts through it. So I did just that. I stuck a huge row of carts running through the structure, and even had one sticking out the back. Then I placed hot air balloons with flame emitters on all the little platforms. Now for the moment of truth. Can I even lift one of these things? Well, it was at this moment my heart kinda sank. I thought this would be great if I could get it to fly. So I did a last ditch trick, and even added some Octo-Rock balloons for the extra lift. However, it was meaningless. I suppose when you leave the build mode, these houses become a permanent part of the environment, which is a real letdown. Okay, I can still think of one way to make the base fly. It probably has to be done while I'm editing the base, which I know takes most of the fun out of the build, but at this point, I will settle for it. So I got to work rearranging the base, and only leaving this little bit here, which I plan to stick a ton of hot air balloons under. To do that, I again employed the cart method, where I made a structure that will hold the base in place, as well as have room for all of my hot air balloons. I wasn't counting, but I did hit the limit before I finished my design, so I did have to subtract a few parts. And a little while later, I was ready to test it out. And it works. However, the building somehow detached, and only a portion of what I wanted to make fly is getting carried away. So I quickly caught the device before it was too far gone, and I fixed the structure. Time for round 2. But I guess this is too much weight, even for all those hot air balloons to lift. However, that's fine. I will instead take this garden and fly away with it. So, here we go. We have liftoff. This wasn't technically a flying base, but it's as close as I could get to it. Well, that is until that dude made me come back down. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Also, leave a comment, cause I respond to those pretty often. And as always, I'll catch you next time.